So how's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ezekiel. This here is not farms. We are into rabbit farming. So if you are probably thinking of going into rabbit farming, if you have interest in rabbit farming, if you are thinking of going into a side hustle that and you are considering putting rabbit farming on the scale, here is not farms. We talk exclusively on rabbit farming. Anything rabbit, be it cages, feeding, choosing of the breeding stock. We do all that and more. So it will be very beneficial to you if you should subscribe to the channel. And of course, we do equally have a TikTok channel equally dedicated to rabbit farming and more. So you might want to check us out on TikTok. Well, since we uploaded content on our YouTube page, so I wanted to brief you guys on a bit of sad news that we've had on the farm a couple of weeks way back, and it's not very pleasing news, but I feel it's the right thing to do because I am a mentor to most of you guys, and you guys literally look up to me to give you directions concerning rabbit farming, advices, recommendations, and all that. So it won't be good if I should just keep silent about it and not let you guys know exactly what has happened or what is currently happening on my farm. Okay, so a couple of weeks way back, like I said earlier on, we got attacked by an infection, but unfortunately, up to now, we can't pinpoint exactly what the cause of the infection was, but I think I can narrow it down and pinpoint at some specific causes that have brought about this infection to hit us on the farm. And unfortunately, we lost most of our breeding does and bucks. And as you can see behind me, most of our cages, let me not even say most, the entire cages under this shed is completely empty simply because we've lost all of the breeding does that were being housed under this shelter. Okay, we've lost all of them to the infection. So I wanted us to discuss a bit about it, and I would it's something that I wouldn't like to speak much about simply because it brings back memories that are not good, first of all, but I'm actually grateful because it's a lesson that I'm learning, and it will be good I update you guys on it to equally let you know that something has hit us. It's not all the time that things are going to go well for you. Okay, as a farmer, things would still go south even when you seem to be doing the right thing. Okay, so we got hit by an infection, and unfortunately, we lost chunk of our stocks, but we still have a few left. I'll still brief you on the few that we have. I think we have 4 doses that are left, but I'm still positive and I'm still looking forward because I have people that I have to mentor, right? I have you guys that still look up to me. So it's no reason for me to just simply call it a done deal and I'm moving out of the business. No, I'm going to re strategize and I'm going to come back stronger, right? When this incident happened, first of all, the first thing that came to my mind was that I was very determined to find the cause of it because I started losing these animals rapidly, and they were dying in batches. I could lose 3, I could lose 4 within a day, and they didn't show signs of weakness. Remember, these are prey animals, like I said in my previous videos. Rabbits are prey animals, and they don't easily show you signs of weakness when they are sick. So if you happen to detect these symptoms at the latter part, you are most likely to lose the animal. Okay, and which was what was happening on our farm. So I was scared because I thought maybe it was from the feed, which I quickly switched the feed. So I switched the feed, but still I was still losing animals. And I didn't stop there. I still went further ahead. Then I thought maybe it was a bacterial infection that hit the farm. So I bought the medication for the bacterial treatment. I went through the treatment process, but the problem I had was that most of my does, which were the females, were pregnant and were expecting in a week or two. I think those that would give birth late would have been 2 weeks, so they were almost due for kindling. So it means that these particular dose couldn't be medicated. So I couldn't medicate these dose, and I was forced to just let them be. So, which were most of the does that I was actually losing. They were pregnant does, and I actually lost some that were at the lactating period. They gave birth 2 weeks, then that was it. They died off. So I treated the few that were not crossed, and of course to the backs, I was able to treat the backs entirely because they were not pregnant or anything like that. So I treated the backs too, but still, I was still losing some backs that I had vaccinated, and I was still losing some those that were expecting to kindle, and even some that had kindled a week or two. I was still losing them. So I went further ahead, and I thought maybe a cool disinfection would do the trick for me. So I went ahead and I did the disinfection. I think I still have the disinfectant here, which was this was the disinfectant I used in disinfecting the whole place, but it still didn't do the trick for us simply because that was not the cause of it. Okay, that was not the cause of the animals dying off. So I reached out to some farmers to find out if they were equally losing stocks like how I was losing them on the farm. So I contacted a few farmers and we interacted, and I got to realize that other farms had already lost most of their stocks even before I started losing mine. So I still went further ahead and I asked them symptoms of the animals dying, and I realized that the symptoms were similar because the features they had spotted on the animals that had died were equally relatable to mine. So I realized that it was a common thing that was happening between the rabbit farmers. I think specifically within the Upper West region. Let me even say what to be precise. Within Wa, most of them were losing up their stocks, and we further on interacted, and we realized that the incident started happening because they had people come to the farm, and a week or two they started losing their stocks. So it meant that it was an infection that was being brought in by someone onto the farm of the particular farmer. So I asked each of the farmers that lost their stock, and it turns out they had a visitor or two before the incident started happening. So, and I realized that I equally had some few visitors that had come to the farm, and I had taken them through the rabbit farming process simply because we are farmers and we love to share knowledge with each other. That's the only way we can get to develop and grow. So we had a very fruitful interactions, but unfortunately, they brought in an infection to my farm, but I didn't know. But I would equally say I didn't take my biosecurity very, very seriously because if I had done that, it means that they would have been disinfected even before getting close to my rabbitry. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. That was a lesson that was learned the hard way, like I've always been telling you. So that is why I'm putting out this information to you to let you up your game concerning your biosecurity. Don't let anybody get close to your farm. Okay, make it a scheduled visit. If the person is not willing to do that, then it's fine. First of all, the person is not willing to cater for your losses if that should happen. So you should put that behind your mind when you are bringing in visitors. Try to make it a scheduled one, and also disinfect them before they get close to your stocks. Okay, and if you even if you can, don't let them get close to your breeding stock like I did. That was a very big mistake I made, and it cost me a lot. As you can see right now, I've lost all of my stocks, and you know how difficult it is to start up a business, and that's literally what I'm going through right now. Okay, what I did first was to clean out the whole place, sweep the whole place, clean the cages and make them look clean. As you can see behind me, our cages are looking very clean right now simply because I did the sweeping after I had lost most of my stock. So I did the cleaning thoroughly, and now the place is looking clean. So I went ahead and used the disinfectant I acquired, and I disinfected the whole place. So since it was something that I couldn't pinpoint exactly whether it was a viral infection or it was a bacterial infection or whatever that it was, I decided to up my game on disinfection process. So it means that I actually always disinfect this particular place twice in a week. despite the fact that I do not have animals here. I'm equally making arrangements, and I'm preparing to bring in some stock again to try and start all over. It's going to be hard, like I said earlier on, but it's no reason for me to just call it a done deal and close the business. No, it's a big lesson that I've learned, and I hope I'll be able to keep it at the back of my mind, never to let such mistake repeat itself again. Okay, so I've been doing disinfection. Virtually all what I've been doing here has been disinfection throughout, and I think today marks the second week of my disinfection process. So it means that this particular rabbitry that I stand has been sprayed 4 times within 2 weeks. Okay, and that's what I'm going to continuously be doing until I acquire my new breeding stock and I start all over again. It's a tedious process, yes, I know, and it's a sad occasion, but it happened for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, and I've actually understood the assignment, a bitter one, of course, but I've actually understood it, and I hope to try and alleviate some of these things that I used to practice on the farm. So it's been all sad news for us here on the farm, but I am still positive and I'm not gonna give up. Definitely, giving up is not an option. Although it's a tough lesson that I have to endure through, but I thought it wise to update you guys on what has happened on the farm. Simply because some of you look up to me, like I've always said earlier on. Aside that, everything is still normal. We still do our harvesting of hay. As you can see, we still have some uh, we still have some hay straws here that we still process and we do store. So it means that right now we do not have animals feeding much on the hay. So it means it's an opportunity for me to store as much bales of hay as possible before I do actually bring in the new stocks that I'll be bringing in soon. So it's an opportunity for me to try and store as much hay as I can. Also, it's the rainy season now, so it's a plus for me. I would be harvesting frequently simply because the rains are now at their peak. So we do get adequate amount of water for our grasses, and speak right now, I still have some grasses out there that are drying, waiting to be processed into hay. So that's the bit of updates for you guys. And if you stick with us up to now, I'd like to say thank you for your support, and thank you for your patience and still waiting on us. I'm very, very grateful to each and every one of you, to your subscribers, to my viewers. If you happen not to have subscribed, please just do us a favor and show us some love and go subscribe to the channel. Okay, it will do you good. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.